Gurudev, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you, because it's not just political leaders, even some spiritual gurus, including the Shankaracharyas, are saying that they will not attend the Prana Pratishtha because they are saying dharma is not being followed, or words to that effect, or saying that why should a political leader be there? So should the Prime Minister be the Yajman?
Absolutely. Prime Minister represents the entire country, and he is not just someone who would just come and cut the ribbon and light a lamp and go. He has faith, and he has been involved in the Ram Janambhoomi movement from the very beginning, and that has been his effort all his life. And then he is a bhakt also, he is a yogi. He lives his life of a yogi. He does pranayam, he does follow all these scriptural injunctions what has been given, and he is fasting. Every year he fasts for Navratri, 9 days. So it was not someone who just comes and cuts a ribbon and goes, but it is someone who has faith, and that is the qualification of a Yajman also. A Yajman need to have unbroken faith, the total faith. पूरी निष्ठा से कर रहे हैं हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी। तो और देश के उन्होंने जो अभी रिसेंटली उन्होंने जो रिलीज किया है, वो बोले कि जब हम प्रतिष्ठा करेंगे सबके बारे में, सबका चेतना को लेके करेंगे, 140 करोड़ लोगों को अपने मन में स्मरण करते हुए करें। ये कोई अहंकार की बात नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट कमिंग आउट ऑफ एन ईगो. इट इज such a good gesture to say that I am your representative. I am representative of all the Hindus, Sanatanis and Indians and Ram Bhaktas in the world.
That's a very significant point you made. But Gurudev, is this in your view Bharat's moment? You know, because there are Bharatvasis, whether in the United States or United Kingdom or different parts of the world. You were in the United States some time back, and so many people came there. But how do you see their enthusiasm around the Prana Pratishtha? Does that carry a civilizational ethos and strengthen the Sanatan bonds across the globe? What is your appreciation? You've traveled across the world.
You see, there are 6 countries other than India where Hinduism is prevalent, and Sanatanis are living there. There are mandirs and all this. They follow meticulously. Like Nepal has Suriname is there, Mauritius is there, all these countries. But the other world, the Western world, are more familiar with yoga, meditation. They're not so familiar with Ram Mandir as such, but yes, many of them know about Hare Krishna movement. They know more about the Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna. But Ramayana need to become more popular with these efforts of our government to bringing the civilizational glory to the whole world. I'm sure it will become more and more popular. Yeah.
And
of course, it is in Indonesia. See, Indonesia is a Muslim country, but the families there, before their wedding, जैसे हम संगीत रखते हैं ना, वैसे उनके यहाँ रामायण नृत्य चलता है. ऐसे बैंकॉक में भी है, उनका भी रामायण का है, कंबोडिया में है. But Western countries में they are more familiar with the Hare Krishna movement. They are more familiar with meditation and yoga and all that. But this will really bring more and more people from around the world. It will create curiosity in our civilizational, glory and contribution to the world.
So you think this will contribute in a bigger way in taking our civilizational glory across 7 seas? But you had played a very critical role in trying to find middle ground, to try and find reconciliation effort in the Ram Mandir movement. How do you view so many Muslims today, including the Babri petitioner Iqbal Ansari showering petals on Prime Minister, or our Muslim friends and brothers singing Sri Ram bhajans from Kashmir to so many other parts of the country?
Gaurav, you know, in those 8 months, and even before that, I traveled from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and I met so many Muslim leaders. I tell you, except just a few, all of them were in tune with our request to have the temple there. You see, 1200 imams I met in those times, except a couple of them, all of them were in favor of favorable, you know, settlement and coming together in a sense of friendliness, the friendship. Now here also, you know, our government has been very, very sensitive, and Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas jo slogan hai, it is not just a slogan. I see that it is really coming through, because we are very concerned about not hurting any community in the country. And of course the mediation could do a little bit of that, contribute to that by bringing people, bridging the gap, letting people forget all of whatever happened in the past and moving further with the sense of brotherhood and one family, feeling of one family.